at that time. Previously, it was a custom to cover the whole surface of the door with decorating plating. Of the entrance with its first story square, the second cylindrical and ornamented with an interlacing pattern, and the third a pavilion of marble columns with a cap on top. Another thing in the structure of the mosque is the geometry used to build it. There are 32 inches on the drum, half of which are windows. It has a 20-sided star pattern, which coincides with the mims at the base. On the orthogonal axis, the mims are above the windows of the drum. On the diagonal, they flank evenly. The ashlars courses are spaced to match the vertical alignment of the star pattern, as was the case with the earlier zigzag patterns. The mosque of the complex consists of a central courtyard with magnificent decorations and marble inlaid floor, surrounded by 4 aisles. There is a row of arcades that separates the central aisle from the side naves, and a number of windows with stained glass and stucco decorations used for illuminating and ventilating the interior plan.
We're still in the open courtyard, and as I can see that this is the largest wing of the mall. So talk to us a little bit about that.
The Iwan, where we are in Arabic, means the greatest wing dedicated to Qibla, which towards Mecca, southeast direction. So the orientation of the mosque towards Mecca. That's why the Qibla behind us oriented southeast. The street outside is almost north-south. That means the wall of the mosque not perfectly oriented southeast. That's the reason why the building from its side is not parallel to the street outside. However, this is large because this is the place where most people pray, and that's why it is large for that reason. On the other hand, more decoration on the walls behind us because this is facing Mecca, and that's why there is marble decoration on the walls behind us from all different kinds. That's because of the Qibla. And we have the pulpit, which al-Minbar. The minbar is for the weekly prayer and for the teachings and for also public talks. So this was restored as well by Kat Khoda, and the marble was restored by the Egyptian government. The ceiling is also restored lately, and even the tomb of Barsbay was restored lately. The tomb is right in front of us, and here we have two persons lying. We have the king and his wife. The king in his later days was very, very ill, and he was suffering from all kind of disease, but Cairo at that time was attacked by the Black Plague, and the Black Plague killed almost 300,000 persons in the city in his final years of his reign. We're talking 1438, 1439. The king himself was infected, and he was nearly dead. Before he died, he announced his son, his name is Yusuf, to be the Sultan of Egypt, but he was too young and he was too helpless. Under the protection of the Grand Vizier, his name is Jakmak. But of course, Jakmak was smart and powerful in a way to seize the opportunity and to take the young Yusuf down and to take over and become Sultan of Egypt after Barsbay and Yusuf, his son. So right here, this is the end of the story, and this is where most of the restoration in modern time take place as well. And right underneath the rug where we are, we have the most beautiful work of marble in all Islamic mosques, but it's covered with rugs because it's restored and we don't want the people actually to damage it. But if you just take off one of these pieces of rugs, you will see the original marble work underneath where we stand.
One of the special interests in this mosque is the mihrab in the southeastern wall that is more decorated than the one in the khanka, and the mimbar of magnificent star carvings that traces back to 1453. Next to the mosque stands the mausoleum of Barsbay that is admired for its stained glass windows, the richly ornamented cenotaph of the Sultan, and the pearl veneer juggling and marble inlaid mihrab.
sitting right now in Ashraf Barsbay complex. I feel very relaxed, very spiritually relaxed to be exact. Join us again, please, in another episode of Treasures with a different story and a different place. Till then, let's tell you bye-bye.